What's up, guys? It's Gardy B with the Jenkins Jonez show. As always, I'm here with my good internet buddies, Dragonfly Jones, a.k.a. Tyler.
What's up, guys?
LeJethro Jenkins, a.k.a. John.
What's up, bubbas? And if you fuck with us, you want to see more of our content, please jump on YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
LeBron James last night crossed 26,000 career points. He's the youngest player to do so. He was the youngest player to cross 1 through 25,000 points as well. He is now third all-time, or he's still third all-time in the NBA career scoring. He is 900 points behind Karl Malone. If he continues to average 27 points a game, he's about 33 games away from Karl Malone. And he's about 2,300 points behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for number one all-time, which at that average would be about 85 games. He didn't do it with the 10 points on 4 of 12 shooting last night either. He had a triple-double. He was incredible. I still can't believe that we get this dude playing this way at his age. But 26,000 points is hard to wrap your fucking head around.
The reports of LeBron James' demise have been greatly exaggerated. That motherfucker is still that guy. He is still. I read somewhere that he's tied with KD and Trae Young for the most 30-point games this season, and
Yes.
he's got 13 of them in 23 games. You know what I mean?
Age.
So
at our age,
yeah, right at our age. So yeah, Bron is still that guy. I don't know. There's still a part of me that thinks if we still got this Bron, that the Lakers are gonna figure shit out. Still a part of me that feels that way. You know what I mean? Because if Bron is still Bron, we've seen that shit, falls into place after that. But, there's a sequence there that just kind of represented how Bron is still Bron and these teammates are just letting him down. Did you see that?
Exactly. I know exactly what you're talking
when
about.
he zipped those 3 ridiculous passes back to back for 3 bricks.
Clang,
Like,
clang,
dog.
clang.
Yeah. That shit right there was just a perfect representation of this Lakers season.
Right. Big. Yo, but I have a question for y'all. Well, Tyler, I know you were saying that you think that they may figure it out. Can Bron out Bron Westbrooking?
Yes, because I think Westbrook will un-Westbrook himself. I still believe that. I still believe that. The thing about this, we've seen this happen a couple times. Westbrook gets a whole lot of fucking heat on him for a game's performance, and then the next game he's a perfect fucking player, like we saw last night. You know what I mean? After he stunk it up the game before that. So I think Westbrook. I've always said I get all the criticism of Westbrook, but all the fuck ups that he makes is because he wants to win too bad. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good problem to have if you're fucking up because you want to win real bad, not because you're lazy or because you're fucking falling asleep at the wheel. That ain't Westbrook. But he's out there fucking up because he wants it.
I'm more worried about AD than I'm worried about Russ, to be completely honest with you, because Russ, the expectations were too high. My expectations were too high for him at the start of the season, but the backlash to that, the criticism, in my opinion, has also been too strong. You know what I mean? It's like people talk about this dude's out here like a bum because he went through a stretch where he was turning the ball over more than he normally does.
More than anybody else on the fucking planet ever.
Yeah, but it's not like a stretch.
I think he
where,
earned that. I get
no,
the
it's fair.
expectations
I'm not saying
yeah.
people weren't right to criticize him.
Yeah.
I was certainly, even though he's one of my 5 favorite players of all time, I was certainly sitting over here criticizing the fuck out of him. But my point is, to me, it's the missed threes from the role player. Like, that's what the Lakers had when they made their championship run with Bron, was he hit those passes, knock down your open threes. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the most complicated shit. It's been the same since he was 18, bro. He's going to drive to the basket. Everyone's going to flip the fuck out and run to go try and get in front of him. You're going to get open threes. You have to make them. You have to make 20% of them to win.
But who do we have that we trust to do that, though? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a Pelinka issue right there. And we could have got somebody, if we didn't get Westbrook, that could have hit them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I hope they figure it out. I don't. To me, looking at him, I just want to enjoy Bron. That's it. Win, lose, I don't give a fuck no more. Just enjoying Bron, G. And if you're out here, fuck all the GOAT conversation, all this, you still hating on this nigga at this point, bro. You know, good for you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You are a dedicated motherfucker. The hard-headedest motherfucker on the planet. good for you for keep trying this shit. But gee, like I don't know,
I can imagine hating a motherfucker for 20 years though.
Hell no. That's almost, you know what I'm saying? That's impressive. That's an impressive amount of hate. And, you know what I'm saying? We just seen all these crazy stats. I mean, I gave up on that. I never really hated Steph. You know, I dislike the Warriors. I dislike them getting in Bron's way. But also, nigga, I'm a fan now. I ain't gonna lie to nobody no more, nigga. Go Steph. You know what I mean? Love that light-skinned nigga. You feel me? So I had to give up on it. You know what I'm saying? So
you guys just brought up Steph. I do think one reason to feel optimistic, not just if you're a Lakers fan, but if you're any team that's a playoff team right now, is I really don't think, I know everyone's looking at the Warriors and Clay's going to come back and everything. The Warriors certainly have been the best team, and they're still who I would pick to win the championship. But the Warriors scored like 20 points in the second half against the Nuggets to lose at home last night. Like everyone has some kind of vulnerability. You know what I mean?
Everyone's beatable.
And I'm still personally, I think this is who I was riding with in the preseason, at least besides the Lakers, was the Bucks. I still think the Bucks are. Honestly, I trust Giannis more than I trust anyone at this point.
I just think if that motherfucker, if Kyrie come back, G.
He's coming back. He's coming back. I'm saying,
like, you know, he can't. But I'm doing the playoffs. He's gonna miss some home games unless New York says fuck it too. Be like the CDC. You know,
well, but listen, and that is something that, as dark as things feel like they are right now in the country with the Omicron wave, that is what has happened in other countries where they have gone through these Omicron waves. It's a much sharper spike than the previous, what we would call the wave, that was more of a slope in and a slope out. Because everyone gets Omicron in such a short period of time, the line goes up and then the line goes down.
Yeah.
So it is very possible that you talk about the playoffs in 4 months. We know 4 months in COVID terms is like 20 fucking years. Who knows how many revolutions and changes and guidelines and stuff we're going to see by then. I mean, it really could be to where New York is like, no, he's good at that point. Who knows?
Yeah, New York could very well say fuck it. I mean, especially if they want to open back up for summer, you know, one of the biggest fucking tourism cities on the planet. It's very possible that Kyrie could be, you know, fully cleared to play every game by the playoffs.
John just got rock hard.
Bro, I just want to, like, that is, Kyrie to me has the prettiest basketball game I've ever seen. You know what I mean? So I hate his politics and all that shit, bro. Hey, I ain't fighting that fight. You know what I mean?
You're not turning on TNT for a political debate. Right.
This nigga is uncanceled. I mean, he got to do some wild shit for me not to want to see him play basketball. That's how good he is at the game. Because he be saying the dumbest shit. And I'm still like, go Kyrie once he get the ball in his hands. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, bro, I ain't gonna pretend like I ain't happy to see that motherfucker put that basketball back in his hands for the public to watch. You feel me? Sheesh.